Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Generic Commander. Today we have something special. Spoiler alert, I won a game, so now we're doing Clash of the Champions. That's right, we're bringing back not every single deck because, that's a lot. But everybody chose a member of their winning pods, and everybody's going to be throwing down with their champions. So let's go from my right to my left. Hey Ham, what you got, player buddy?
Hey, what's happening, man? I decided to be dancing because I just wanted to start this dancing because I was starting by swiveling, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get the shoulders involved and then a little bit of the elbow action, and I'm just gonna do this while I'm just explaining my deck. Hey, everybody! I'm playing Snapdax, Apex of the Hunt, and this particular deck is a really fun one that I enjoyed a lot. All the non-lands in it are actually from Standard in the Arena era, so it's all like fun Standard cards that I like, and it won a game because it turns out like Standard's kind of pushed a lot and has been for a couple years. So I got a lot of busted nonsense to pick from. And it's like Mardu midrange with like this really goofy, like Jolly Balloon Man, Fable the Mirror Breaker token thing that it could theoretically do. And fingers crossed that shows up today. So yeah. Jarvis, what you up to, man?
Uh, today I decided that I wanted to bring a mono black deck. However, I didn't want to play Conrad because I played an all Conrad pod, and the stack gets kind of crazy. So I know the same thing would happen with the 2 Conrad pod. So instead, I'm playing Ozox, which was played in our Arch Enemy episode, where the 3 of us took down Russ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a combo deck. I'd be comboing with Ozox
You do
and
be
altars.
comboing.
It'll be fun. So Jolly, what deck are you playing?
So this is what I'm pretty excited about this because if you're a fan of baseball, you know that if you play baseball well enough, you don't have to play the game at all. And so this Zinnia deck that I'm playing is also from the Ozox episode of Arch Enemy where single-handedly Jarvis won the whole game. But since I was on that team, that's a win for me. And you can eat my entire body if you disagree. So this is Zinnia.
Oh, that's like escalated to cannibalism really quickly.
Yeah, real quick.
No, it's not for sustenance. It's a whole other thing then.
Any sustenance or enjoyment is incidental. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is technically one of my best decks because it won without even having really to try. And so I'm excited to see if it overperforms this time again. We're gonna make babies what with my baby maker bird, and we'll see what happens when I make babies what with my baby maker bird.
Nice.
What about you, Russ? Tell me all about your goodness.
Well, it is Sir Conrad goodness. It was from our episode last week where we were playing. An impression of each other's decks. I got Jarvis, so I made my best impression of a Sir Conrad deck that Jarvis would make, and holy heck, it won.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try it again. There's some
Run it back.
There is some shenanigans with graveyard effects and a little bit of aristocrats because I just can't help myself. I'll work it into everything if I can. As a matter of
Conrad's
fact,
a good place for it.
As a matter of fact, I'm actually working on a Mardu Aristocrats deck. Yeah, I'm very proud of it if I can get it to come together.
I love Marty.
I'm a big fan as well.
I will be kicking us off. I'm going to go ahead and drill. Put him off to the side. Play a swamp for turn and pass.
Off to the side.
I'm drawing my card for turn
in the corner.
And I'm gonna play one of my favorite turn ones, Savai Triome. I don't pass it.
That's a good one.
I feel like I'm cheating
like
because I'm gonna have a turn 1 play, but deal with it. I'm gonna play this Swamp and follow this Swamp up with a Tiny Bones Joins Up. When it enters the battlefield, any number of target players each discard a card. All those players, the players are gonna be everyone but Jarvis. And then whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under my control, any number of target players each mill card and lose 1 life.
Thanks.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm gonna discard an Angel of the Ruins.
I got a 1 ring to rule them all.
And we'll discard a Hopeful Initiate.
Sounds great. And that will be my turn.
Yeehaw! Oh! What's better than a Savai Triome? Not a Mystic Monastery. I'll play a Mystic Monastery.
It is acceptable,
That's
however.
turn.
Functionally very similar with what they're doing. So, all good.
I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. I'm going to grab a
Your
swing.
Mystic Monastery can't be Sundering Titaned. So,
You know?
I don't think anything can be, if I remember the current.
The ban list
Well,
correctly?
well, no, we're talking non-commander here. In non-commander, it can be.
I'm going
Why
to
would
play
I talk
Bitter
about that?
Blossom. At the beginning of my
What?
upkeep, I lose 1 life and put a 1/1 Black Fairy Rogue creature into the battlefield with flying.
Hey, Russ played this turn 2 last game, too.
And
Oh.
I pass.
Indeed. I'm going
I
to
didn't even
untap.
have to tutor for it this time, though.
I don't have an answer for it this time either.
All right.
Well, you didn't have an answer
All
for
right.
it last time. I did.
I'm going to play out an Exotic
You sure?
Orchard, and between the swamps and that Mystic Monastery, this is basically a command tower for me. So it's like an
There you
untapped
go.
Savai Triumph. Check it out. I got double Trilands. Let's freaking go.
Check
and then
it
I'm
out now. It's a fuck soul brother right about now.
Draw.
Let's go keep dancing. I'm just having fun.
Check, 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 check,
I
check,
wanna
check, check, check,
play
check,
a
check, check, check,
swamp.
check it out now.
I want to follow that swamp up with a Marionette Apprentice. Whenever another creature or artifact I control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. And I get to fabricate, so I'll fabricate a servo right there.
In
Hey, Servo.
response to the servo on the stack, I'm gonna play Nowhere to Run, which is an enchantment with flash. When it enters, target creature and opponent control gets -3, -2 throughout the turn, and creature opponent control can't be targeted by spells, or it can be targeted by spells and their abilities as though they don't have hexproof, and ward abilities don't trigger. And yeah, so I'm definitely gonna rock that apprentice.
There you go.
You get the servo,
Hey,
but like,
I didn't even take time.
nope,
Is it my turn?
absolutely not.
It is your turn.
Honk.
That thing scares me. I know how good that is. Aristocrats pieces are not allowed to survive on this board.
No, I get that, but that's going to be difficult between the
That
two
piece,
of them.
that piece. Hope you brought your board wipes.
I may or may not have. Don't worry about it. All right.
I have as many as the precon allows. I pass the turn.
Well, yappy, scrappy, happy do. Untap.
What you talking like me for? What's that horseshit? Get outta
Well,
here.
I'm doing impressions still. Like this is the Dex
Oh,
impression
okay.
of Jarvis. You know, like I can
Fair
do
enough.
an impression of you. Untap, upkeep. I'm gonna lose a life and make a fairy.
Ooh, that's a nice fairy.
Make to fairy. Get it?
Nah.
Ha ha ha.
That's like
Then I'm gonna
Jungle
draw.
Sim.
That's really funny. We're not going to do that because it's really stupid also. I'm going to play a Bajuka Bog for turn. I'm going to target Jarvis.
Yeah,
I
get rid of
already
that.
turned that card.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, good.
I
was
was
about to say,
ready for it.
A Bajuk box dropping, you could have hit me with it, and I wouldn't have cared. That would have been great. Anyway.
I don't care about Marionette Apprentice.
Well, that's good. Because it's
Voiceover.
gone.
He
I know,
cared a
right?
lot.
He did. Yeah.
Then I'm going to pay 2.
Oh no,
1, 2, and Demonic Tutor.
that's some. Oh god. Okay.
And search my library
Alright,
for a
good.
card and put that card into my hand and shuffle my library. While I'm
Now
doing
remember,
that,
last time it was Toxic Deluge.
I'm going to pass.
I'm thinking
Well, I'm
this time it
searching for
might
my
not
card.
be. All
I think
right.
it's Dark Ritual, so he can get the Conrad next turn. Although it could just also be a Soul Ring.
I mean, hey, when in doubt, like, I've never been mad at somebody for rocking Soul Ring.
He tutored for a land.
No.
Not this time.
I have
I've done that.
100% done that. Yeah,
I have done it.
I have 100% demonic tutor for a land. Yeah, it's a good non-basic land, but still, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pay 2 for the fear of missing out. I'm a FOMO all up in here. When it enters, discard a card, then draw a card. Not optional of note. I'm going to discard a Sunspine Lynx because right now I have more non-basics than the rest of you, so I don't feel like getting domed. Then I'm going to go ahead and draw that card.
I
Oh,
love
hey,
that
that's
card.
a thing. Right? Sunspine Lynx actually kind of rules. But as far as Delirium is concerned, I've got 2 creatures in my yard, so that's like, I'm miles away from that. I'm going to play out a Snowfield Sinkhole for turn, which was my nickname in college. And,
Well,
all right. Hey.
Michigan.
I mean, right? There are sinkholes are a thing, you know. You ever been to Ann Arbor? They're around. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pass my turn.
They're around.
They're around.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey, I
see what you
actually
did there.
I cracked my rim in Michigan, so yeah, they're around.
Yep, me too. I actually have a dent in my rim from a sinkhole in Ann Arbor. Yeah, it was no fun. 0 out of 10 would not recommend.
There you go.
Okay, I want to tap for 3 and play a Phyrexian Arena, so that way I can draw some cards.
That's
Boom.
a good
like it.
card.
I'll
Yay,
pass the
card
turn.
draw.
Before the end of your
That's-
turn, just for whenever we need it, I'm gonna flash out a Cathar Commando. Flash. It's a 3/1. I can pay 1, sacrifice it, destroy an artifact or enchantment.
Love that card. I love it, and it was reprinted in
Alright.
Foundations and it's in Innistrad Remastered, and it's just like Wizards clearly loves that card too, and I'm like, thank you, Wizards, you get it.
And it's remastered. You
Mhm.
say?
We're
know.
gonna pass
So that's pretty cool.
and cast a Loyal Warhound. It's a Vigilance 3/1 Darg. When it enters, if an opponent controls more lands than I do, I search my library for a basic land, and I can put it on the battlefield tapped, which I shall.
Because all of your
And when-
opponents
and-
control more lands than you.
Indeed.
Yup. I'm
I
gonna
like-
find a mountain.
I love that method of white ramp. The idea of like if you're behind, you can get caught up.
I
think that's really
don't
cool.
because it's not actually you're catching up. You're not actually
Well, but
ever
now-
allowed to get ahead.
Jolly can
Well-
still play a land for turn.
Yeah, well, and also if you combine it with like, if you, and this is, this is not our content, but if you watch Commander Clash, their utilization of like the bounce lands and the mono white ramp packages is disgusting. How far
I
ahead
love
that
that.
they get.
I
And
love
then
that
I
so
will
much.
play an Ottawa Soaring
I-
City, so I am
there it is.
now ahead in lands.
I
And then
don't
I-
love it
just like that.
because the only
You-
person that
and-
ever does it is Richard. The only person that ever does it effectively is Richard, and the other 3 players in the game never actually focus on Richard because they always think he's behind, and
They
he's
don't need to.
always the problem. He
No,
always
never.
has the highest win percentage in all the in all the seasons, but they always let him go.
I can't swing with a 3/1. Well, I could, but I'm not going to.
Oh, I thought you passed. I'm
Howard.
sorry. I like already up.
Yeah, I did. I was
Okay.
I was getting in the mood to pass anyway.
All right. Then untapped. I upkeep. Lose a life. Drew a card.
Nice.
Made a fairy.
Okay. So Russ is losing right now, so we can ignore him.
Yep, exactly.
He just demonic tutored.
Can't
Can't ignore him.
But he's
Yeah,
up
but he's
to
behind on
it.
life. It's fine. That's
I'm
my
gonna
favorite when
pay-
people are like
I'm gonna pay
fetch,
3, and
shock,
I'm
and
gonna
then the next person like
murder the Cathar Commando.
My
murder.
Cathar Commando.
Just
you know what?
murder.
You know what I
Murder.
think
Good
I'll
old fashioned
do?
murder.
Let's see. I know that Sir Conrad is good, right? But I also know that Jarvis has a deck that can win out of nowhere. So I am going to
Whoa,
sacrifice this.
it's
To,
not-
I'm going to destroy the Phyrexian Arena.
It's not out of nowhere. It's
Oh,
very,
that's true.
it's
Yeah,
very
it's right
much
there in the
telegraphed.
command zone. Yeah.
It's very much
So-
telegraphed.
You're telegraphing it pretty hard there, yeah.
All right.
And then I
Cathar
pass
Commando
my
down.
turn.
Yeah, I feel
Oh,
like
wait.
the
I'm
Bitter
going to go
Blossom
to
or
combat
the.
and fly up.
Oh,
and fly up and hit Jarvis for 1. Huzzah.
There you go. Yeah, I feel like the Phyrexian Arena or the Bitter Blossom are both fine targets. So yeah, good stuff.
Truth be told, the Phyrexian Arena was the wrong target on my board.
Ooh,
But I don't mind Tiny Bones because it mills.
I do mind
Except
Tiny Bones.
it could be one of the pieces of a combo. Because
Yeah, listen, we talked about this. I
course it
ignored
can.
the player who played the Mesmeric Orb to put you at 10 life. That was last game. You know how I feel about Mill. I will let it run rampant and I will lose to it.
So what you're saying is I should let everyone else mill except you.
Yes.
All
It's not
Incredible.
about me wanting to be milled. I like mill in general. Whoever does it, they're the good one.
right. I'm gonna pay for a Showdown of the Skalds. You're not familiar with this old
Oh.
beauty. It's a
I remember
saga,
this one.
right? It's a beauty in my opinion. I'm a big fan of this thing. So when it enters, well, when chapter 1 triggers, which is shortly after it entering, I get to exile the top 4 cards in my library, and until my next turn, I get to play them. And then on chapters 2 and 3, as I'm casting spells, I get to put counters on my stuff. So now those are face up. So we're going to exile a Sundown Pass, Vanishing Verse, Bloodfell Caves, and Wojek Investigator. Whoa. So I do have an untapped land and 2 spells. So that's pretty tight. Yeah, and those are just going to be exiled, just chilling over here with my showdown. And
Chilling like a
I'll
villain.
be back with you fellas here in just a second. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to cast 3 of those next turn. That's pretty cool.
Very
And I'm
good.
gonna go ahead and pee that tea, baby. And I mean, I guess I could attack,
Untap.
but nah, I'm good. I'll leave it untapped. I'll keep a blocker back.
I forget what Vanishing
Okay.
Verse does.
Let's start with my commander.
Is Vanishing Verse a creature or a permanent?
What?
Ham knows.
Oh,
Is,
you said
Vanishing
you asked
Verse
what Vanishing
creature or
Verse is?
permanent? Yeah.
Monocolored permanent.
Thank you.
Tiny Bones joined. Well, my commander can't block it. It's a 3/2. When it dies, I bring a 2/1 Jumble Bones back, and then when Jumble Bones dies, I return my commander from my graveyard to my hand. But we have a Tiny Bones joins up trigger where everyone not named Jarvis is going to mill a card and lose a life.
Hell yeah.
Gonna
I've
mill a
milled the
swamp.
time wipe.
Lose a life.
Okay,
I milled the Sheoldred's Edict.
sounds good. And then I want to play Vasirasir, so I can
Ooh.
sacrifice to scry one.
There you go.
We're already done. You guys know that, right?
No,
Who
you're
is?
not.
Is it me?
Saying.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Honky tonky, drawing a card. Gotta love precons. Terramorphic Expanse.
Hey, there we go.
Hey.
Oh,
Love that
man.
shit.
I most certainly do not. I will
I'm all about it. I am
sacrifice-
about it. Oh,
See,
let's go.
Ham, you're talking about you're done, but right now I have something I want to do that is a meme and will not win me the game, but it will seriously disadvantage one of the players at the table. But I will find it hilarious when I do it.
All right, you have my attention. Yeah,
First, you had my
Outrageous.
curiosity, but now you've got my attention.
and I'm gonna be disadvantaged in all likelihood, but based on the way you phrased that. But okay.
I think that what I'm going to do on my turn is that first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and pay a blue. I could do this at instant speed, but I don't want to. Go ahead and rapid hybridization the Viscerasir.
Okay, in response, I will sacrifice Ozox to Visirasir
Mm-hmm.
to scry one.
Yeah.
I am going to put that on the bottom. I will then have a Jumble Bones come in.
Mm-hmm.
Each of you will mill one.
My cut a
and lose a
deal.
life.
My Bolus is Citadel.
Giant killer.
Then I am going to go and sacrifice my Jumble Bones to Vasirasir
Mm-hmm.
to return Ozox from the graveyard to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I want to mill one as well. No,
Okay.
I'm not. No, I want to leave it this way. No. Let's go like that.
Okay.
I'll do this. And then my Vasirasir will pass away.
That's the sound it makes.
Exactly, just like that.
And then I'm gonna pay 3 and just run out my bird. Quack.
Go birds. I'll say it.
Go
Yeah.
birds. Sure.
Go birds.
Yeah,
Go
whatever. I don't
birds.
care anymore.
Hashtag fly eagles fly.
Yeah, hashtag birds do what the birds do all the time. Do you have delirium yet, Ham?
No, I have creatures and instants. That's it.
That's fascinating that you didn't hit anything else. I do have a 3/1 vigilant dog.
I have a lot of creatures in here, so it makes sense.
I can't get in because it's a 3/1 vigilant dog. I guess I pass the turn again.
P them T's,
All
babies.
right.
That's what I'm doing.
Tip. I'm going to upkeep. I'm going to make a fairy.
I'm gonna take a fairy.
I'm going to draw. That's too good to pass up.
Oh no!
Now that's what she said.
Congratulations.
I know, right? I felt really good about it.
All right, I'm going to pay 1 for the Dark Ritual.
Oh hell yeah! I love Dark Ritual.
I'm going to pay 2.
Only fair and
plus the
balanced things I've
3.
ever followed a dark ritual.
Play Sir Conrad.
Sir Conrad is fair and balanced.
It is fair and balanced. Then I'm going to...
Would I lie to you?
I'm going to swing a fairy
I
at
mean, actually, probably not.
Ham
but
and
yeah.
a fairy at Jarvis.
Fair enough.
Fairy and Ham, Fairy and Jarvis.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm feeling attacked here.
Well, literally, I just
yeah.
hit you for 1.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I'm going to go
that
ahead
tracks.
and pass as I draw my fairy.
All right, tight.
It's going to be a T fairy. Get it?
Yeah.
All
right.
I'm not joking.
I'm untippity tapping, and I am remembering. Oh, Showdown of the Scalds ticks up to 2. So now, whenever I cast a spell this turn, I put a +1 counter on stuff and things on creatures I control.
Instant land.
Whoop.
Sure.
So
That might be something.
I'm gonna play this Sundown Pass as my land for turn. Check it. I'm then gonna pay 3, rock out this Wojek Investigator, and upon doing so, hey, guess what? That's a spell, which gets to put a +1 counter on my FOMO.
Nice.
Right. We're doing stuff over here. Check it out. And then I've got a Vanishing Verse that is in fact going to vanish at the end of this turn. If I don't, and it's use it or lose it. So I feel like I ought to use it. But on what is the question?
I know somebody who said that their Tiny Boys joins up was part of a combo.
You know, that was declared a problem previously.
I was gonna say Sir Conrad.
I mean, yeah, that's not a bad idea.
There's 1,000 ways to kill a creature.
Yeah.
And you and Ham are both in white, so you have plenty of ways to deal with an enchantment.
Not me. I'm birds.
I like how
Well-
Jarvis always pulls out the sales pitch when he's targeted.
Wait,
Yeah.
what else am I supposed to do it?
That is fair. I can't
mean, this
deny
is
the
true.
logic there.
But it's it's so blatant though. That's the terrible part.
By the way, Wojek Investigator, I didn't read this out. It's a 2/4 flying vigilance, and at the beginning of my upkeep, I investigate once for each opponent who has more cards in hand than me, and I'm currently rocking 4, so
Ooh.
we'll see when the time comes.
Wait,
if that's a thing.
Hey, Russ, how many lands are you at?
2, 3.
3. So
Yeah,
Russ
so
is at 3 lands.
You
You get rid of
Tiny Bones thing.
you
Russ
get
is
rid of-
missing lands.
You get rid of Conrad,
Nah.
and Russ has to get to 7 mana before he can recast him again.
Yes.
Slowly,
I'm aware
making it that my deck isn't going to hurt us via Conrad, because I'll play right into that shit.
I know you will.
So it sounds
Yeah.
like you need to be punished and stopped.
But how are you going to stop me when I'll play right into Conrad being on the board? I don't care.
You don't have
Well-
sack outlets or payoffs.
Yeah, if you don't have a Tiny Bones joins up, if that shit gets exiled, it's gonna be a lot harder to mill us into that Conrad. So
I have
I think-
multiple things to go.
I'm aware, which is why I am gonna remove the Tiny Bones joins up with the Vanishing Verse. And that is gonna exile.
I wish
And
it
then
destroyed instead of exile, so that way
I know you
my
do.
mana value. Well, I'm not bringing an enchantment back. It's
You know,
just
but here's
mana
what I'm gonna
value in my
do.
grave.
I am gonna put the +1/+1 counter on Fear of Missing Out, buffing it up to a 4/5.
Ooh.
Very nice.
I am then gonna go to combat.
Yeah, kitty schmackety.
Hey Russ, what up, dog? I'm swinging a 4/5 your way.
There you
It doesn't
go.
have trample.
It does not.
I will let it eat my T fairy.
Okay.
I will trigger Sir
That's fair.
Conrad and ping everybody for 1. Huzzah.
Hell
Got it.
yeah, there we go.
I wanted to get to a point where the stats could trade with Connie, though. I thought that was valuable. So, all right. With that, I'm going to go to my end step, which the Bloodfell Caves is now gone forever. That is in exile for real. And I'm sitting with 5 cards in my graveyard, and they're all creatures or instants. So I'm so far away from Delirium. And then I pass that shiz.
Draw. Hey, we all like this. Everybody got swamps. I'm
Yeah,
herbivore.
wait, I already got
Hey,
swamps.
Urberg! All right, I'll take Urberg. I'm not mad at that.
I don't care about that. I wish something different was happening.
Like what?
I don't know. What's the other one? Yavimaya? No, I don't want that either.
Ozox is back again.
Hey,
Don't
Ozog.
like
Should I tell a
He
friend?
he brought a friend for
Oh,
Ooh, the Blardist.
Blood
thank
Artist.
you. I hate it. Thank
Also
you. I
reprinted
hate
in
it.
Innistrad Remastered.
It sure is.
Hell yeah.
And I will pass the turn.
Wee-ha.
But Jarvis, what would you know about Innistrad Remastered?
I don't know.
I enjoy being a coy bitch. It's fun. All right. Anyway.
Do I want to do that? I guess it's the only play I have.
It's not a terrible play. You should probably do it.
Yeah, okay.
Do
Well,
it. Do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams, all right?
I'm just so
just
scared of
do it.
everything.
Just
Yeah, I didn't draw into anything that good. So we are going to cast a Semblance Anvil,
Okay.
exiling underneath it a Shield Broker. Whoop.
And what does
Okay,
that
Now
do?
all my
okay.
creature spells cost 2 less to cast,
I
which
like
is
it.
fun, because if I pay 2 for this Selfless Spirit, I automatically can pay the Offspring cost with the Semblance Anvil. So now I have 2 Selfless Spirits. Wow.
Ooh, what did they do?
wahoo!
I hate it.
Yeah. So creatures I control can gain indestructible until end of turn. I can do that twice because I got 2 of them little bubbies. So we'll go ahead, throw this one on garbage.
I dig it.
And then what's the boy up to? His neck and debt? I'll swing at Jarvis in the air for 2 commander damage. 1. Selfless Spirit. I don't have a self, but I do have a dad. And then I will pass the turn.
Oh, yakety schmackety.
All right.
Well, because he's the baby of a selfless spirit. So he's
I
kind of
suppose.
so like, there's no sense of self, but there is sense of Papa.
I'm going to make
I
another
guess that makes
fairy.
sense. I mean, autonomy doesn't develop till later, so yeah. All right.
Lose a life. Draw a card. Oh, that's funny. Let's do that. 1, 2 black. Play my own Blood Artist.
Oh, I hate all of this. Oh,
I'm going to pay 1.
Okay, now I'm
and
kind of
play-
into it.
I'm going to play Codex Shredder.
There we go.
okay.
Look at this shit.
There is, in fact, shit. Ain't this some shit? All right.
It is some shit. Some shit is being pulled.
Some
I'm going to
shit
go
this is.
ahead and I think I'm going to... Oh, those Selfless Spirits have flying, don't they?
Yeah, but I'm not going to block with them. So do what you want to do.
You know what? I got to bring you down to us mere mortals by pinging you for 1 with T-Fairy.
I'm now at the same spot as the mortals.
And then I pass my
Wait,
turn.
am I not mortal?
No, you're a little less than mortal.
Mortal? Yeah.
Submortal.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
More
untapping, upkeeping, drawing. I go to chapter 3, so the counters just keep on coming. And now an enchantment is in my graveyard, which puts me that much closer to the stuff and the things with the crap and the junk. Oh, and how many cards are in everybody's hand?
4.
I have 1.
All right, so no clues. I do not have a clue.
Neither
Dog.
do I. That's okay.
Because someone destroyed my card draw.
You're
yeah,
welcome.
a little bit. I want to play out a Montaigne.
Very good.
Rue Montaigne.
I
Let's
hope
see,
nothing
so I'm
bad happens.
chilling with 6 monies. Wait, and y'all are like kind of screwed on cards, is what you're telling me.
I'm a little bit, yeah.
I'm okay with the cards I have, but I do need more of them.
and you put down an Urberg,
Yeah.
Tomb of Yawgmoth.
Yeah.
So that means this plane can tap for black, is what you're telling
Yeah.
me. And this mountain can tap for red as it do. I'm gonna play out Croxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. If you're not familiar with this bad boy, it is a
I
6/6
love
for
this.
2, as all fair and balanced Magic cards are. When it enters, I sacrifice it lest it escaped, which is the case in this case. And then whenever it ETBs or attacks, each opponent discards a card. Then each opponent who didn't discard a non-land card this way loses 3 life. So if you don't discard a card or you discard a land, you get dome for 3. So
Oh, discard an Ogre Slumlord.
I discard an Ultec Matter Weaver.
I discard a Solemn Simulacrum. So how many creatures were that?
So we have a
Three.
and then Croxa died, and so we're all losing 4.
Yep.
So Ham.
And then since Croxa actually died, there's 2 Blood Artist triggers.
Yep.
Yeah, so
yeah, I'm
I
gonna
want
go
to
ahead
ping
and target
Russ.
Jarvis.
So we'll stay even.
Yeah.
Ham.
And
Before you-
and I did
before you
get
did-
a 1/1 counter. I'm gonna put that on Wojak. Yeah.
Before you do any further, I don't know if you're planning on doing anything further, but do me
I had
a
other
favor.
things planned. What's up?
Well, I went with Croxa. Do me a favor. Don't escape Croxa this turn.
Why not?
Because the funny play isn't going to affect you. But, well, it will affect you, but you're not going to be the one that's most affected by it. And it will be funny.
But this turn, if I escape Crocs, I get another +1/+1 counter on my Wojak Investigator, and I get to strip your entire hand. That seems like a really good play to me.
And that also seems pretty funny.
Okay, Ham.
I mean,
Do you
that
want me to
does
tell
sound
you?
pretty funny.
Do you want me to tell you what the funny play is?
I mean, I would have. I gotta know because I gotta say right now I'm not sold. Yeah.
It would take Russ out. Okay, it might be more mean than funny, but it would take Russ out of the game.
Okay. While I can.
Interesting.
So
The hustle there is hilarious.
what I'll tell you what it is. I'm telling you what it is. The last card I have in hand is a Deadly Cover-Up. I now have enough cards to collect evidence, and Russ has a swamp in his graveyard. So I
Deadly
guess
Cover-Up doesn't say non-land.
it doesn't say non-land.
What?
Yes.
I find that hard to believe. Okay, that is hilarious.
Oh, it's not really focusing well.
Exile
There we go.
Just collected exile a card from Protocol. The church's gravitated lever for any number of cards with that name and exile. Man, I knew that card was a dick card, but Jesus, that is next level douchebaggery. Yeah, dude, Russ, I appreciate you, my friend. I am absolutely escaping Croxa. That is for sure not happening. I do have to exile
Jesus
5 cards,
Christ.
which is my entire graveyard.
I was trying to be
so-
mean, you wouldn't let me.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, man. That is like next
Wow.
level rude.
You know, that's the only reason why I put that in the deck is because one of my biggest dreams ever since that card's been unveiled is doing that to a monocolored deck.
That to somebody,
Yes.
yeah, I believe it. That's and as funny as that is,
Because otherwise,
I'm not gonna let
it is a completely awful card for Commander. There's so many better
Right.
black board wipes.
Oh, for
But-
sure. I mean, five mana board wipe, it's fine, but yeah, it's not like the upside is negligible in Commander, except for that one case.
Yeah.
But Croxa is going to ETB. It did escape this time, so as a result, I don't have to sack it, and you'll have to discard something. So let's see.
I took my 3 damage.
I discarded my Deadly Cover-Up.
I discard my Eternal Taskmaster.
So we all
So-
lose
Okay.
1.
We all lose 1 to Connie.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
To Sir
Let's go.
Turkan, Sir Khan the Red. All right,
I think Jolly would have let me do that.
maybe.
Yeah, he
If
would. Look, he's
Russ
thinking about
did it to you, I would have let it happen.
I appreciate that. I'm with you on that actually.
I'm just more
Well,
afraid of your deck than Russ's. That's just what
Whoa.
it is. Out of the
Whoa.
2 of them.
I
I
have
remember how your deck won.
I have all the mana I need for my deck right now.
I know.
Yeah. Hence the fear. I believe. I think that's what we're.
Well, in which case, I think I just want to help you draw into your gas. So there you go. That's
There you
also
go.
why I'd let
Alright.
you do it. Group hug at that point.
I'm going to the combats. I'm going
Mhm.
to do the bat comms. I'm gonna send the Wojek Investigator, which is 4 damage in the air. It's also vigilant, over at Jarvis, and then I'm gonna send the FOMO, which is 4 damage on the ground. It is a 4/5. I'm gonna send that Jolly's way because we got a couple 1/1s and a 3/1 over there. I can dance with that.
Bummer.
I'll take the 4.
I block with a 3/1.
Okay.
And
So
so
we'll each lose 1.
we each lose 1, and then there's 2 Blood Artist triggers.
Yep.
I'm gonna
I'll
ping
target
Jarvis.
Russ. There we go.
Y'all should be throwing them at Ham. What are y'all doing?
Russ is at 36. That's the only reason why I'm targeting Russ.
That's fair.
Okay.
Well,
That is fair.
Russ should be targeting Ham, and he should just be letting you hit him.
Yep. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass that shiz. So Croxa, you beautiful son of a gun, way to do what you do.
I love Croxon.
Dude, Croxa's so good.
Pass.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Jarvis.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
right.
here we go.
Right, because you don't have a hand. That's
Hey,
right.
you know what's not great in this meta? This card
Hmm.
right here. I'm going to cast a Zenith Chronicler, baby mode. So now, whenever a player casts a multicolor spell, each of that player's opponents draws a card. Which really only applies to me and Ham. So that's
Yep.
fun.
Yep.
Boop, boop. Here it
That
is.
sure is a thing, kind of. All right.
I'm a baby. What is this one? This one's the big spaghetti baby. So here's his
And the
big
mommy's
diaper
on the
and
bus.
his shoes.
Go shh 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 shh.
So the
shh,
daddy
shh.
takes a T-bird away, and then he's got this weird little hedron looking head. Looks like a stop sign. He's sad about it. So there's that.
I appreciate the fact that you took the time to draw out the diaper as well, just to denote that it was a baby.
Really,
yeah.
really sell it. Yeah.
Well, there's no way to know otherwise. Okay, so I got a 1/1 selfless spirit I can swing with. Doesn't matter. There's flyers everywhere except on Jarvis' side.
Kind of.
But I'll keep Xenia up. I think having an extra blocker at my disposal is pretty good. So I'll go ahead and pass.
Having blockers at disposals is definitely a good idea. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yar
untap,
yar. Yark of the Covenant.
upkeep,
Mhm.
make a fairy, lose a life,
Mm-hmm.
and draw. Land. Yay, land. Now I can do what I need to
Whoop,
do.
whoop.
Hey, you
Let's
can do
go.
what you need to do? What do you need to do?
I'm gonna do fun things.
For 4 mana?
That we're
Nothing
calling it
fun
now.
costs 4 mana.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, look, you play 2 and you play a Mesmericorp.
Oh, never mind. I agree. this is what dreams are made of.
And
There we go.
a Milliken also.
That's
So
also
Mesmeric
what
Orb for our friends at home.
dreams are made
Whenever
of.
a permanent becomes untapped, that permanent's controller mills a card. And Milliken says, mill a card, add 1 colorless mana. And then I'm a coward, so I'm not going to combat. I'm just going to pass.
Ham's about to
Nothing
get
wrong with that.
delirious as shit over there.
I'm gonna get so delirious, you guys. So I'm untapping 7 permanents.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mhm.
Big reveal. What do we got? We got a Spirit of Companion, so that's a creature and enchantment right off the rip. We got lands. Got Jolly Balloonman, the Evolving Wilds, Fury Snarl, Molten Duplication, which is a sorcery. So that's Delirium right there. We got a sorcery, we got lands, and we got enchantment creatures. So, ba-boom.
And we
And
have
everybody
3
gets pinged for
Conrad
2.
damage.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
All right, and then I get to draw my card. Whee! All right. So, my land for turn is going to be a Schwamp.
Very good.
Yeah,
I have
I think it's
swamp.
decent.
Oh,
think
you
that's
have
all right.
swamp. Thanks,
Yeah,
Jarvis.
we all have swamp.
Yeah.
Speaking of swamp, I'm gonna go black,
Mhm.
black,
Ah.
white,
Yeah, white. Red,
white.
red?
What are you ahead of me on this? Red, red.
I know this one.
Are you do you know what's going on here?
Yeah, I know.
I'm
what
kind of
this
I'm
is.
kind of like puckering a little bit and bracing for impact here with all these triggers that's about to happen. Ruinous Ultimatum. If you're not familiar, this is a 7 mana piss off. I'm not here to make friends. sorcery says destroy all non-land permanents your opponents control.
Well, there's 2 triggers. Me and Jarvis and Russ each get to draw 2 cards.
That's correct. So enjoy, treat yourself. I'm kind of looking out for you a little, right? Right?
Okay.
I have no responses.
I have 1 responses, which is sacrifice the selfless spirit.
I
to get
kind of
my
figured.
creatures indestructible.
So we have triggers for that, where Connie triggers, we each lose 1, and then there are 2 Blood Artist triggers.
I'm going to target Ham this time.
I
That's
also
fair.
am targeting Ham this time.
Also fair. I kind of expected this. Yeah. All right. And so, Russ, do you have any responses to the Ruinous Ultimatum?
Yeah, I'm gonna tap my Milliken to mill you.
Didn't it just come in?
Oh wait, I can't do it anyway. I'm gonna tap the Codex Shredder to mill you for 1.
Okay. That is a Cutzel's Flanker, so that is a Conrad trigger.
An extra damage?
Yep.
Yep,
1
yep.
extra damage.
Very
And
good.
then all my stuff dies.
Actually, in response to that trigger,
Oh, the last Conrad trigger?
yes, I need to do math right now.
Okay.
I may not survive the Conrad or Blood Artist ping.
Which is
We'll
very
see how this
funny.
goes. That would be hilarious. That I have not mathed this. I'm just like, let's just roll. I just really want to get a FOMO Croxa. That's all. I just want a delirious FOMO Croxa.
Okay.
Is that too much to ask?
It's good resolve.
Okay. And so everybody dies, and how many creatures are eating it here?
I have 3.
I have
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But
Yep.
one of them is Conrad, and he doesn't see himself.
So we will have we'll have a total of 8 Conrad triggers.
Yep. And then we're gonna have 8
And then
blood artist pinks per, right?
We'll have 9 Blood Artist triggers.
Oh, because it doesn't see itself.
Yeah, so
So you guys have 18. You each have 9 damage to assign. What do you?
Yeah,
And
I will
I took the
assign-
Conrad triggers. I'm down to 16. If you guys both load me up, that'll do it. If you want.
I feel that's appropriate in this situation.
I'm going to assign 8. Well, I have to assign mine first, and then you assign yours, and then yours rolls out first.
Yep.
I am going to assign 7 of mine to Ham, and the other 2 to Jolly.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And where are yours going, Russ?
I will assign 7 at Jolly and the other 2 to Ham.
You're letting Ham live?
You know what? I probably shouldn't. You're right. I should hit Ham in the face for all 9.
Yeah.
Well, you don't got to do 9, I don't think.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
because I only did 7.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so
Okay.
I will do 9. I will hit Ham
Okay.
in the face with 9.
Then I'll gain 9 back, go up to 23.
And then
I
I'll
will
take
also
my
gain
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I was absolutely gonna double tap Croxa there. So, well,
That
I
was awesome.
shook some shit up on my way out. Have fun, gentlemen.
I love that.
And then
I really do dig that move.
It was fun.
I now
What
have.
choice? I mean, you guys were gonna be
bones.
pinging the world anyway, so might as well.
You could have had it stop, Ham. You could have let me deadly cover up, and then you wouldn't have had anything to worry about.
Well, fun fact: I also had Day of Judgment in hand. I just didn't want my stuff to die.
But how I was doing it was letting you keep Croxa. So does anyone have anything else in the rest of Ham's steps and phases?
I
got
not.
nothing left to play.
Okay. And I will go to my turn, and I will draw. I will play this swamp. Well, am I going to do that? Yeah, this swamp as my land for turn.
Nice.
And then 2, 4, 5. Come on. Stop getting cut on the edge. 6. I will play a Nirkana Revenant. So all my swamps tap for an additional black, and I can pay a black into it to give her +1/+1.
Very good.
For him, I don't know what it is. I will go to the only open attack to Russ for 2.
There you go.
I will take 2.
And then I will pass.
Yeehaw.
Bones.
Weehaw.
Because Jumble Bones can't block.
That's true. This Zenith Chronicler got much worse. I guess I just fucking passed the turn. I will go ahead and pass. Go ahead, everyone else.
All right, untap. Draw. That's funny, so we're going to do that. I'm going to play 5. I'm going to pay 3 of it to play an Ophiomancer. At the beginning of each upkeep, if I control no snakes, create a 1/1 black snake creature token with Death Touch. And then I'm going to P the T.
In your end step, I want to Infernal Grasp the Ophiomancer.
Yeah, that's
Whoa! Fair. What does that do?
Kills it. Destroys target creature, and I lose 2 life.
Oh, there you go.
Also reprinted with some cool alt art in Innistrad Remastered.
Heck yeah.
The art's sick.
Well, now I just pass.
And then I'll draw. And then I'm going to play a War Room as my land for turn.
There you go.
And I'll tap for 4 and lose 1 by tapping the War Room. I'll have 1 floating to draw a card.
Very good.
Using that 1 floating, I'm going to sacrifice my Jumble Bones.
Draw 2.
To draw 2. And return my Ozox to my hand.
There you go. Seems good.
Put these back here and put that to my hand. Put my token to the side. And I'll draw 2. Gonna tap for 4 again.
There you go.
Cast Ozox.
There he is. Hello.
With the 1 floating.
Zox.
Play a Soul Ring.
There it is.
Well, shit. I'm gonna move to combat. Russ, your life total is just so high.
It's ridiculously high.
Well, it's what, Conrad and the Blood Artist. It is what it is. That Blood Artist, man.
I want to use Nirkana Revenant's ability to pump her for 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 10-10. I'm going to swing for 10 at Russ.
I will take 10.
Nice.
You should be at 33.
Ah, sorry.
I'm like, you transpose the numbers, and then I will pass the turn.
Untap upkeep, draw. What are you? Cute enough, I guess. I shouldn't play that land. What does it matter? I guess it doesn't matter. Do I have 2 more basic lands? I do. Prairie Stream, and then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh no, he drew something to play.
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm going to cast a Negate Instigator, offspringing it 2 times because it has offspring on its own. And it says whenever another creature I control enters, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So the first one's going to enter, and he says, you know what I got to do? I'm going to plop a baby out me. Wow. And so that'll be 1 damage to each opponent. And then also he says, you know what? There's a whole other baby coming out. And so that's 2 more to each opponent.
Thanks, I hate it.
The visuals were really selling that. My goodness. All right.
Hey, what can I say? We're having babies over here. So this is 1/1 lizard. And a 1/1
We got
lizard.
babies over here.
Hey, we got little babies.
Actually,
hey, I'm birthing here.
Wouldn't we lose more than that? Because wouldn't the other 2 offspring both happen at the same time?
Nope.
Or they? Oh no, they're just 2 abilities. Okay.
Yeah, they're both ETBs. Okay. It doesn't give them offsprings. It gives them offspring.
So they're not.
So the offspring has offspring. He casts 1 for offspring, and then the offspring has offspring, and that's how he gets it.
Oh no!
No, this one just has offspring twice.
Naturally,
Xenia gives it offspring, so it can have 2 babies.
So it's not like doubling tokens.
Yeah, because it enters, and then there are 2 separate offspring triggers. Yeah, and they each resolve independently. Yep.
This one has his little tail.
Are you doing anything else?
Attack. I got Xenia's now it gets plus X plus O, where X is the number of other creatures I control with base power 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 5/3 flyer. That seems decent. many lands do you have, Russ?
4. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
5.
Jarvis, 5 in the air. 5 in the air, Jarvis. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do here. Get another diaper on this baby, and then we'll pass the turn.
All right, I will tap. Upkeep, no snakes. Draw. Sure, why not?
No snakes. Ahead of the hit, man. What could it be? One.
1, 2, 3, 4 for Yawgmoth.
Okay.
Yawgmoth.
I'm gonna pay 1 for Reanimate.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Also seems good.
Bring back the Blood Artist.
Okay.
Okay. Yawgmoth
Fine
threatened
choice.
position.
So you go down to 28.
Interesting.
Yes.
Protection from humans,
Mm-hmm.
but my babies and my bird.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
vampire knight. I'm good. Is anything else, Russ?
That is it for me. I am tapped
Okay.
tapped out.
Draw. I'll have 1 black floating, activating War Room.
There you go. What did you take? 1?
Yeah.
You should cast a multicolored spell somehow.
If he did, he would be cheating.
That's okay.
I mean, not really.
I'm going to move to combat. Well, actually,
Okay.
before going to combat, I never untapped this vampire knight. I want to put that 1 floating into my Nirkana Revenant.
Oh, there you
And
go.
then I'll go to combat. I want to swing my commander at Jolly and my Nirkana Revenant at Russ. So it's a 5/5 and a 3/2.
A 3/2, you say?
Yeah.
I will block with the 1/1 Zenith Chronicler.
Okay.
I will take 1 or a 5. I'm sorry.
5. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His Zenith Chronicler were trigger. I'm going to ping Jarvis for 1 and gain a life.
Okay.
That's the correct decision, Russ. Don't listen to him.
Did
He
I
played a
play my land for
multicolored
turn?
spell and helped me draw a card. Maybe I could have been nicer.
I don't.
No, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not being nice. You tried to exile all my lands.
Yeah.
I never played my land for turn. I didn't succeed.
I don't even feel bad about this.
Well, you failing at something awful doesn't mean that you're a good person.
For 6 mana. Oh no! I dropped the card I wanted to cast. Give me a minute. Sam made me be a good person. He didn't let me be a bad person.
Hey,
intent
resource
is
denial,
still-
all right? I
Intent
decided
is
to play my
still
turn the
like,
way you would have played my turn, so I thought that was a good thing.
Here we go. Oh, I just bet the card.
Oh, that sucks.
6 mana.
Olasa Citadel?
Jolly's gonna appreciate this one. No, Rotten Mouth Viper.
Oh, I love Rottenmouth Viper. Hell yeah. Let's go.
So, Rotten Mouth Viper, the first line of text doesn't matter because I'm not sacrificing anything else. However, when it enters the battlefield or attacks, it gets a blight counter on it. Then for each blight counter on it, each opponent loses 4 life, unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card.
Oh, wow.
How big is that?
So it is a 6/6.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's a 6/6 for 6.
I think I'm gonna sacrifice the Zenith Chronicler.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think I
And
will
Russ?
take the 4
Okay.
and then use the Zenith Chronicler trigger to ping you for 1 and gain a life. 1, 2, 3. So I only go down 3.
By you mean me?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Sick.
I then cannot do anything else. So I'll pass the turn.
Hell yeah, come on, Phyrexian Metamorph.
Wait a minute.
What about
Oh,
you?
yeah,
Nope.
Russ, you said you were taking 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I gain 1 back, so I just took 3.
How many cards do you have in your hand, Jarvis?
1.
Is it a good one?
Nope.
I don't have any.
It is awful. It does literally nothing.
It's literally nothing.
Cool.
How nothing is literally nothing?
I'm only allowed to play one of them a turn. Nothing.
That seems pretty good. Yeah. Well, how much mana do I have? Oh no, am I short? I think I'm short. Nerds and squirts, babies. Oh
Gross.
my sweet. Hey, calm down. Um, let's see.
Squirt. You said squirts. I'm not supposed to react to squirts. Anyway.
And how? What's the mana value on the Revenant?
Also 6.
Damn it. If I did that, that would be.
You know, it'd be really funny right now. A board wipe.
Yeah. I thought so.
I don't quite have a board wipe.
Well, and Jolly, as of right now, I don't understand why you would want to wipe the board.
Oh, I would not. I don't
Yeah.
want to at all. So I'm gonna do this instead. Okay, but how much damage does this give me? Hold on, let me think about this. Oh no, I don't have enough to do that because of my mana situation. Okay, so I think the most bang for my buck comes in the form of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to cast Stolen by the Fae, returning Yawgmoth to its owner's hand, and then I create X 1/1 blue fairy creature tokens, where X is the mana value, which is 4. So I make 4 1/1s, which is gonna deal 4, 8, 12 to each of my opponents.
Well, damn.
So a bunch of 1/1s, loopa loopa loopa.
It has been a game of pings. Wow.
We've been pinging.
There have
Don't
been
mean it-
pings.
It don't mean a thingin' if it ain't got that pinging. And then Russ is at 9.
Yep.
So I have
Come
1,
on,
2,
buddy.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That was my
Um,
hand.
So I'm gonna swing at you, Russ, in the air for 8 Zinnia and then 2 Selfless Spirit flying.
That does it.
And then
GG.
that should be
That's
that
it.
should give it to me, baby.
Hey.
Yay.
There we go.
Check
See?
it out.
And
Zinnia
just think,
babies. Making a
That's-
dream come true.
that's 2 games where Zinnia won by pure skill. We got there twice, baby. We've earned
Amazing.
it 2 times.
Love it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Stolen by the Fae. A good card.
Let's go.
I
Someone
like
by
it.
the Fae. Who knew?
Who knew?
Oh.
Wasn't me. I really
Ken,
wanted
it has nothing to do with the 3 impact drummers you were chilling with. That's irrelevant. Yeah.
You know, yeah, 3 impact tremors is very, very
It's
good.
for good. Yeah.
All right, good. Good for me.
Oh.
I'm happy
Yeah,
about
yo.
that.
Yeah, and I wasn't doing anything there.
Yeah.
I looked at the rest of my the next 3 cards I would have drawn, which I could have drawn 3 cards on my turn. Because of what the top one were Energy Refractor, Swamp, and Scavenger Grounds.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not super helpful.
I wasn't
Those are
doing
not very
anything.
good.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think everybody got to essentially show off what they were trying to do. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
right.
Things were done.
There was a
Things were done.
Mesmeric Orb. There was a Ruinous Ultimatum that's name was very apt for
Yeah. Oh, it was ruinous indeed. Yeah. I was like, here's an ultimatum for you guys. How about
what
all of your
sucks
stuff
for
dies,
everybody.
or I die? How we feeling?
Or both.
And then they said both.
Both. It's like, oh well, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Right. Good
Yeah.
times. Good
Good
games.
times. Good times, everybody.
So good. I will make sure that you jot down Xenia on the document, Ham, for whenever we go to like the tournament of double champions. For
Yes,
whenever
I'll definitely put
enough
the
decks have
mega.
won the winning one. And that'll
Indeed.
be there. Yeah, good.
You got
so
it.
I'm the first
I
champion.
will make sure to note that.
I'm
First
the
champion of champions.
I'm the first champion of champions. I'm gonna have to make a little thing to denote that we have up until the next champion of champion wins. So I'll get working on that.
We'll just get like a little WWE belt and like ship it to each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like this
yeah.
idea.
Yeah. I
I'm
like
here for
that.
that.
Get me one. Okay, AEW. If you don't like WWE, Jarvis, shit. What are you making that face for?
I think all wrestling's awful.
Yeah, but that's the fun.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
guess that as grand arbiter of skilled gameplay and as big winner double champion, I think that I will very royally give us an and a scene
And see.
and scene, and I'll get myself a crown ready for the next game, baby.